Hey guys! So, on to my next makeup look of the day now that I'm back from Walmart and Sally's Beauty and have a haul of makeup stuff to do my next couple. My next one is going to be orange. And I'm kind of doing the backwards rainbow. I'm just doing it a little bit out of order sometimes. But the last one I do today will be red. So, mostly in order. But I have a large haul worth of stuff, including new brushes for me, because I need new brushes. And this is my bag from Sally's. I'm gonna dig through it and do a makeup review and then a makeup look. But I'm just gonna do really quick review of the brushes. Or, well, I'll do a review of the stuff as I get to it, because I don't have time, unfortunately, to do a full review of everything I just bought. Much as I would love to do that for you guys, that'll have to wait because I do have laundry in that needs to be taken out as soon as I finish up with this video. But I got a new powder brush for the brand new jar of powder that I got because I needed that desperately. Stuff is in various bags, so you'll have to excuse my digging through. I got new lipsticks and stuff. I'm doing Gay Pride Month, so oh my god, are these gonna come in handy. Because I have the casual red and stuff, but like purple and blue? No, I didn't have those. And I got new Gay Pride earrings that I'm probably gonna wear most of the month. I don't wear it every single day because I think I have to take them off for work. And as you can see, I got a new face mask. I'll be doing a review on this later, either today or when I do my first look for Gay Pride, depending upon what time I get done tonight. And I got a Harry Potter brush set. I love these. I'm doing a Harry Potter look at some point. Just depends on how many videos I get filmed each day. There's my new powder. I need this because my old one is going to go in the trash. Because it is a very old powder that I have. And as much as it looks fine, it's not healthy for you to keep using the same products for years and years. So I went ahead and got myself a new CoverGirl one. Because I think that's what my current one is a CoverGirl. If I remember right, because the packaging looked exactly the same. And yeah, I got myself a lot of stuff to play around with today. I'm very happy with this haul. And yeah. Ah, no, my other one was a Maybelline. They look almost exactly the same, but that one is now trash. And is that it? I think that is it. Okay. So now that it's all out of the bags and stuff, I'm trying to put stuff in a bag so that it's out of the way and I can trash it in a bit. We're going to go ahead and do the actual look. And like I said, this one is going to be an orange look. I have on blue clothes because I had on blue makeup to go shopping. And I was feeling matchy-matchy. I got a new primer. This is an eyeshadow primer. And we all know I do enough eyeshadow every time I do one of these videos that I really need this. So I went ahead and bought myself one. This will be very good. I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to double check where everything is. I will do that later. Double check all my palettes are here and ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and open this because I got a liquid eyeshadow. And I have never used a liquid eyeshadow. I'm open to the possibility of trying it. And Ipsy, if you hear me, I would love to get more of these and test them out and stuff. But I don't know how it applies. So I'm just going to do it on my arm. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. it applies really well. I don't know how well you guys can see this, because the camera doesn't like to pick it up because of the light, but that is what it looks like. It's a very pretty gold color. The light makes it really hard to film products and stuff. Nope, just tilt down. My ring light is being difficult. But I did want to get that and maybe try it out today. That depends upon what I feel up to doing when I get to that point in the eyeshadow. Because it is a rather dark one, but it is unfortunately a liquid, which means if I use it, it will be as when I do my single line down, which you guys will see about in a minute. Alrighty though, I'm just jabbing now, so we're gonna do 3 pumps of this and do pump on my light, 2 pumps on my light, and go ahead and get started. Alright, so first thing is first, primer. Yes, I already have foundation on my hand. I am aware of this fact. Trust me, I am well aware of this fact. But priming your skin is an important step into putting on makeup. Because it helps make sure that your skin is not going to absorb as much of the makeup. Because, trust me, your pores will keep that stuff, and that is how you break out. I've had really bad breakouts lately, that's why I got the new face mask. But I did want to go ahead and get that on my face. Now then, for my new one, I'm just gonna... Ooh. Okay. So this looks like pretty much the foundation that you use on your eyes, which is 100% fine for me. I have no problems with that. I'm just not going to put foundation on my eyes then, which I just need to remind myself of, but you know. This explains why Flawless Kevin's creases always look so good. He actually has an eyeshadow primer. I didn't until now. That's fine though. You know, go with what you can afford. If you can't afford to have one of these, if you can't afford a primer right now in general, that's okay, you know? Go with what you can afford. Don't break the bank to get makeup products. I happen to be able to afford this right now, and so I went ahead and got it and am taking care of myself. If you can't afford to do it quite like this, that is 100% fine. Do it the way you can afford to do it. You know, it's not necessity to have these. They are very nice to have, I will not lie, but you guys have seen how many videos I have forgotten my primer. And I'm 100% fine, right? So, you don't have to have the primer. It is just recommended. My sponge went somewhere. There it went. Alright, and we start with my light, because I use about double the amount of light as I do dark. And you just blep it everywhere. And then darker, I'm going to go in And same size dots, just about half as many of them. In areas where there's not any foundation, which are not many. For a reason, I did this intentionally. I know how much of each there is in my ratio. Because if I do it with there being too much dark, I look way tanned. And as much as I want to be way tanned, I am also aware of the fact that I am not. I am very white. I keep making mistakes in this look because it's my third look of the day. And I know that I have at least 2 more to film today. Hopefully a couple more than that. Get a couple of them done for Gay Pride today, because unfortunately I do work. And I work a lot of hours all the time. I work 6 days a week. Today is Saturday. I am just kind of spam filming. And yes, I am spam posting today. But today is more so about spam filming and getting some form of filming done in between days of work. Because I work Sundays even. And my church hasn't opened back up to the point where I feel comfortable going again. So unfortunately, I am still stuck working. Because my church is opening. And I'm sure there will be plenty of people that will go. And I'm very glad that they're opening back up and we're making some form of progress. But also, when I wiped my makeup off from before, I got a little bit of it, the juice off of these in my eye. So you're going to notice a lot of my blinking. I apologize in advance. But they're not opening back up to the point where I can go and volunteer and be comfortable. Because I want to shake people's hands and hug people, and I can't right now. That's not, unfortunately, in the cards. Right now, what's in the cards is social distancing and keeping my distance from people to make sure that no one gets sick. And I cannot promise that I will do that. So I find it better that I stay home and just keep going to work than anything else. Okay. Foundation done. Next step is bronzer. And I'm using the same bronzer I have all day, which is my Costa Rica bronzer. It is the Wanderer Beauty Trip to Costa Rica. It's a very good bronzer for me, if a little dark. But I'm okay with it being a little bit dark. I don't mind it all that much. Sorry, I got lots of bags of stuff sitting on my bed all of a sudden, and I'm trying to work around them. I'm not used to having this much stuff on my bed when I do makeup. Right. And you get it on your brush. Trying to make sure you guys can always see me. And you're gonna lightly outline your hairline and your jaw with it. And be gentle about how much you apply. And then you're gonna suck in your cheek and it goes in your cheek. I'm aware I didn't apply concealer. I did that intentionally because I decided with this look that, you know what? I use a ton of makeup every time I do these videos. It may not look like it, but I have to apply really heavy makeup to get it to show on my camera. So I decided to save my skin a little bit, go a little bit lighter right now, and I'm not doing concealer because I know you guys on camera can't see all the blemishes that I can see in my mirror. And I'm going to cover a lot of them up anyways when I do my bronzer and stuff. So I decided to go ahead and do this. And not do concealer. I still have my concealer nearby because I still am 100% with the thought process that concealer is the eraser of makeup. But I'm not using it on my blemishes right now. Because you know what? Everyone has these things on their face. Everyone breaks out. It's not the end of the world to break out. I swear to God it's not. Right. Blush. You're going to put above that bronzer that you just put on. You suck in your cheek, and you did bronzer in the hollow of it. Blush goes just above that, not on your cheekbone. And then, whenever you get to the highlight phase, highlight goes on your cheekbone. And yes, I'm aware that I'm being a little bit heavy-handed in blush. I'm doing it. Because with this specific blush, it's a very, very light shade of blush. And I love the color of it, but I want the color of it to show. And the only way it shows is if I'm a little bit heavier-handed with it. So, I do have to be a little heavier-handed with it. I forgot my bronzer on my nose. This is the second time I've done this today. So you're going to take one of these little brushes. It's just a round tip brush, nothing special. Get it covered in bronzer, right? And then you're going to tap 1, 2, 3 on both sides of your nose. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to bloop through all 3 of the dots. And I do this because it makes my nose look skinnier. If you see that, which I don't know how well you guys can see it, my camera seems to be messing up right now, but I've just narrowed my nose down optically. It's not actually any narrower, but it's an optical illusion to the eye that makes it look narrower, and it looks a lot better like that, in my opinion. You don't have to do this step. If you want to skip this step, you are 100% free to, but that's how I have my makeup done. That's the way I like to do my makeup. Alright, then we're going to go with the same highlight as we've been using the rest of the day, which is my Good Girl color by L'Oreal London. And we're going to open it up. And I'm doing everything off to the side of the camera because I'm over white sheets. I happen to like having white sheets. They're very Harry Potter themed. I would like to keep them Harry Potter themed and not just makeup covered. That's why I've kept my legs crossed in front of me the entire time, because a lot of the makeup is being caught on my legs. And highlight goes on your cheekbone, right above that blush you just did. And it makes you shine like the star you are. And then I happen to have a blending brush for your face. If you don't have one of these, that's fine. I just like to blend it out a little bit, and I think if you happen to have a spare powder brush like I now do, you can just use the spare powder brush for it. Just go ahead and grab your powder brush and use it. It works just as well, just circular motions on your face. That's what I was doing with that specific brush, but that's what that one's meant for. And like I said, if you don't have a brush that's meant for that, that's 100% fine. And these come with this. I find no purpose in this. There's no use to it. It just comes off. It goes in the trash. That's why powder brushes were invented. They work a lot better doing the same job that that thing tries to do and fails to do 90% of the time. And occasionally it'll do the right thing and it'll work. And you realize how much more powder you use that way? I prefer not to. And with your powder brush and your finishing powder or your setting powder, just all over your face. All over. And because this is a brand new powder, I do have to tip it over to get any form of use out of it, but just a quick one. You literally just dump it and bring it right back up. That's all it takes, and then it leaves some in the lid, which is what I prefer to use. You take it, you dip it in the lid, tap off the excess. So there's always going to be excess. And brush. Right? And that sets your face, and it makes it less shiny, especially when you have a brand new powder. The effect in my mirror was instant. On camera, it's a little bit more iffy, but I swear to you it actually works. Okay, now then, eye makeup time. And we're gonna start with my darkest orange, which I need to figure out which one that is. Hold on one second. I just got new palettes. That's more red than orange, sadly. It's kind of a reddy orange. What do you guys think? Red or orange? I think it's a little bit more red than orange, so I'm not going to use it today, unfortunately, but I would love to one day. And I'm not using a sparkly, I'm not using a sparkly makeup as my base makeup. That's not a smart idea. And I'm going through 3 different palettes. If you happen to have 3 oranges in the same palette, you are more than welcome to use it. But I'm struggling a lot right now. It does not want to open. It does not wish to cooperate with me. When did they start taping these? What? It is taped closed. Hold on. Let me use the hand that actually wants to work with me to open it. Haha. Got it. Okay. And it says that this is pro-pigmented. I really and truly hope that's true. We'll find out. And if you want to use your lightest orange, you're more than free to use that as a base and go to darkest. I try and go darkest to lightest. My only problem is my darkest is currently a glitter. So I'm kind of using a more medium shade between all of my shades. To do this. It's the most medium of my shades. And it's flat, which is what you want. And you use this kind of a brush. Yes, I've already put the makeup on it. And you're literally going to cover your entire eyelid. Ooh. Ooh. It says that it's pro-pigmented. I don't know that I see that right now. But that might also be the fault of the brush, because I've used this brush in so many other makeup looks today and I haven't really had the chance to clean it out. In between this one and my yellow one, I'm probably going to go ahead and try and clean my brushes out a little bit. but right now I just haven't had the chance. And this particular palette that I'm using the orange on is a Spectrum Profusion Cosmetics one, and this is just out of Walmart. Like 90% of my makeup is either Ipsy or Walmart. That's just where I get my makeup. As I do an Ipsy box, and I get one every month, and if you guys check my channel, you'll see my reviews of them. But when you have that on there and you're happy with the amount that's on there, not super happy with it, but you know, let's give it a shot like this. Then you are gonna move on to your next step. Oh, why did that turn out so much better? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to fix the other eye now because it's not pigmented enough. You do want to match your eyes up as best as you can, makeup wise. As if one looks super good and the other one just looks like crud. Well, that's never a good thing. I don't know how the one eye is super pigmented and this one refuses to pigment that much. It's fine. I have a feeling I'm gonna be cleaning up a lot after this. After I finish up filming today. But it's fine. Alright. Now then, my next step, you're gonna use an angle brush. And some people call this an angled shadow brush, some people call it an eyebrow brush of one kind or another. I just use it as an eyebrow brush, or an eyeshadow brush. And you're gonna use next shade. And for me, I'm gonna move on to, which of these is darker? I'm debating which of these to use. I think I'm gonna go for the less glittery one. Because I've had a lot of glitter looks today. Let's not have, you know, that much repeating. And we're gonna go with the orange that's in here. And this is a CoverGirl one. And we're gonna use the orange, which is the second one. You guys can't see it that well, but it is a slight glitter to it. And I think it'll work well. And I do my eye makeup different at this point. You go in a I got it in my eyebrow. Straight line down about a third of the way in on your eye. And then you fill in. And I guess I used my darkest. On the palette, it does not look that dark. But I don't know how well you guys can see it. But I did a straight line down and then I filled in from back. I filled in back after behind it. I'm itchy on my chin, but you can't scratch, so you dab with a nail when you're itchy and you have makeup on. This is why my friend doesn't do foundation. Day-to-day makeup, I might follow her lead, but for occasions, for my makeup channel, I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing the foundation. And this makeup looks a lot darker in the palette than it actually is. Not that I'm complaining. I like that. It's always good to have a surprise. So long as it's not a harmful surprise, there's nothing wrong with it, you know? A little bit of a surprise when you're doing your makeup is not that bad. There we go. So, next, after your straight line, you're going to take this brush. And this is supposedly a crease brush. Don't use it for that. Or at least I don't. You're free to if you wish. That is not what I have the tendency to use it for. I use it for a completely different purpose, as I do with all my brushes. And I'm switching to my NYX palette here. And we're going to go with the only orange on this palette. And we're just going to get our brush covered in it. You know what? I need to clean this brush. Because it keeps putting green on my orange. And green on my orange is not a good thing. This is how you clean your makeup brushes. For those of you who don't know, you hold a makeup wipe in your fingers like this, and you run the brush in between your fingers. It cleans them like 90% of the way. As you can see, it looks almost white again. So it works really well just to do a quick clean on your brushes to help you stay healthy. And if you keep up with it, it'll work better than that. I haven't been keeping up with it like I should. I should be doing it after every makeup look. I'm not. So that is my own fault. But it's alright. Now, you're going to take it with the orange. And you're going to swipe. Do a single line along the bottom of your eye, but make it a thick boy. No need to be a thin line, as this is a pop. When you close your eye, it pops out. Lovely, there's eye ink in my eye. So it'll pop out when you close your eyes. That is the point of the orange that goes there. Monolids like me, when my eyes are 100% open, you can't even tell that I have makeup on them, hardly. That's why I only really do the top half and focus there, but I do this on the bottom half. So it's just a pop of color. It's something a little bit different from the rest of my makeup. So every time I blink, you get a surprise. So long as you decide to pay attention to it. you don't pay attention to it and there's a different story there. But I keep leaning forward because my light is best closer to the camera, just because the way that I have my ring light angled, and it gives you guys a better idea of how I do my makeup. Right, next you're going to take a fine thin brush, which this one is supposed to be a pencil me in, so I think it's for like if you have a gel liner. And you're going to take the lightest color you have. That would be this for me. This is just a dollar store palette that my brother got me for my birthday. My allergies are acting up. Sorry, guys. But it works really well. I've been using it all day. And it just works. It does the job that I need it to do. You know? And everyone will argue, oh, it's yellow, you know, that kind of stuff. To me, it's just white. Because the amount of shine that is in it, it pretty much turns out to be a white. And you're going to go under your eyes, or you're going to go up to your eyebrow, and you're just going to trace it with that brush. You see? Highlighting. That's what you're doing when you're doing this. You're highlighting under your eyebrows. And if you messed up right there in your eyebrow line, it doesn't matter. It hides it. Very nice, convenient little way to hide some imperfections in your makeup right up there. You know? And the one line almost always turns out better than the other, and I always feel bad for that, but I'm also like, I can't control that. It is not my fault that I am right-handed. I was born right-handed. I can't fix it. There's no physical way of fixing the fact that you are right-handed except for teaching yourself to be left-handed, and I am not skilled enough to do that. And once you're happy with the amount of highlight that you have under your eye, I'm trying not to get all up in y'all's faces, but I am too. Under your eyebrow, like that. Then you're going to take the same exact light color and you can go in the corner of your eye and just give yourself a little bit of a pop right here. And if you have another eye makeup that you want to use that's the same orange or something, then go right on ahead. But as you can see, that just gave me a little bit of a pop in my eye. That's what it's meant to do. Just give you a little bit of a pop right there in the corner of your eye. Alright, there's that, and that's eye makeup done. So 90% of your makeup is done. What's the last thing for us still to do? Lips. And that's a big thing because your lips can make a huge statement sometimes. And for this particular look, I'm actually pretty happy with it without eyeliner and mascara. But you know, when we have our lips done, let's see how we feel about that. Because sometimes my opinion changes in between what I do. And this is my lipstick. It is a Dose of Color in Old Flame. And it's a very orangey one. I call it my pumpkin spice lipstick. So that's what it looks like to me, is it looks like it's a pumpkin spice. And you just put it on. And there it is. And I've decided, you know what? We've done this much. Let's do our eyeliner and our mascara. Because why not? Yes, I'm using a makeup wipe as a tissue. No, I don't have actual tissues in my bedroom. Yes, I know how bad that is for me. No, I don't particularly care as of right this second. Right. Eyeliner first. And we're going to go ahead and just do a single small line right here, right along our lash line. And this is a product from Ipsy, and it is my tattooed waterproof eyeliner, which works 100% perfectly for this, because as you can see, it's just a simple brush. And you just draw right on. And there you go. There's eyeliner and just mascara, and then I'm 100% done with my look. Yes, I change my mind like that a lot. I'm also very forgetful of a person, so sometimes I just forget a step. That's why I forget my primer so much, because I'm just forgetful. And with mascara, you don't have to be all that heavy-handed. I have found that with mascara, a little goes a long way. So just lightly go over your eyes, and that's it. That is my makeup look. Now then, let's see how it looks with my glasses on, because I can't see anything right now. Okay. Ooh. The oranges actually look a lot better together than I thought they did. I don't mind that. Alright, y'all. Here's the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know what you guys want to see next down in the comments. I'm doing Gay Pride Month this month because I am personally a part of the LGBTQ plus community. But if you are not wanting to just see those all month, because I will be posting one of those a day, then let me know what else you guys want me to post as well, because some days I might be able to squeeze in another makeup look. I am going to do a Hogwarts themed look at some point during the month and have 2 makeup looks go up that day, but let me know what y'all want to see. I'm curious. Thank you. Bye-bye.